EVS 1, Standard 4th. Hello students, I am Elizabeth Sibi and today we are going to learn the chapter Management of Community Life. Now what is the meaning of management? Management means the process of dealing with or controlling things or people. Now what is the meaning of community? A group of people living in the same place or having a particular characteristic in common. Students, let us learn the chapter in detail. Can you tell? Shraddha, Aisha and Imli's parents decided to take a trip in the summer vacation. They booked a special mini bus for the trip. So, a family of Shraddha, Aisha, Imli have decided to go for a vacation. You know that you get a holiday in May. Your family always plan for a long trip to go far away places to enjoy. You have a group of friends with whom you take. Now here, this three family have decided to go a short trip. You know in summer it's very hot and they have booked a short mini bus for the trip. Let us see how do they plan the trip. In the morning, everyone got ready. They waited for the bus for a long time, but it did not arrive. Now, you have seen that three family have booked a mini bus. This is a mini bus that they have booked. And in the morning, they were all excited. They all got ready for the trip. What happens here? They waited for a long time. But the bus did not arrive. Why it is so? Let us see what happens. What caused for the delay? Let us see. When they made inquiries on the phone, they realized that the driver of the bus did not know where exactly they were all waiting. Finally, the bus arrived and they set off on the trip. So, whenever you book a certain thing, you always make inquiries on the phone. Same thing here, the parent had made a lot of queries in the phone and they realized that the driver, they did not know where actually to come. And finally, what happens? The bus comes and they set off for the trip. Students, you have to always plan your trip, everything. You have to give all the details for the bus driver. You have to give your location. If you would give your location, if you would plan your trip properly, this delay would not come. What caused the confusion in the trip? Can you tell what is the answer for this? Yes, they did not give a proper address to the driver. And because of that, the driver got confused and there became a delay for the trip. What would you suggest to avoid this kind of confusion? Students, here you have to plan your trip properly. You have to see every detail. If you have booked a bus, you have to give a proper address to the driver. The driver don't know where you stay. This caused a delay for the trip. What is management? The first step in management is to prepare an outline of how and when the work is to be done. If you are going to be working in a group, the outline must be clear and more detailed. The story which I told you before is connected to this. If there is a proper management, if there is a proper outline, that when and where we should do the work, before doing anything, we should have an outline, we should have a planning. Then only the management will become proper. Some management is required to do any kind of work smoothly. There's a need of coordination. Each person must do the assigned work properly. One has to decide what task each person will carry out. Each person must know clearly how to carry it out. Proper coordination has to be maintained among the people involved. We also need to make sure that each person is doing his her work properly. In all the institute, in all the offices, there is a boss who decides all the work and his employee do the work nicely. The boss sees that the employees are doing the work or no. The boss always makes sure that if is doing any work, so there's a proper outline paper. Some management is required even when guests are invited home for lunch. Management is required everywhere. Like you need management in household work too. If you're going for the trip too, in an offices too. Now, when the guest is arriving, you should have a proper management. You should decide with the family or with the guest what they prefer to eat. Like some prefer veg food, some prefer non-veg food. So every person have their like and dislike. You should have a proper management, a proper detailed survey when your guests arrive at home. What dishes will make for lunch for any grand function, or now you're the guest is coming. You have to plan that what dishes is required. If the dishes are required, what material you should purchase from the shop, which vegetable you should purchase, and what all masalas you need for the particular lunch. So you should plan properly. What ingredients are needed to make them? Ingredients are like what like tomato, onion, oil, masala, what this all things are needed for them. To make any event successful, you need a proper coordination and management. Do you have all those ingredients at home, or will they have to be brought from the markets? You should make sure that the vegetables are there at home if you're planning a particular dish. If not there, you have to go to the market and purchase that thing. How will you receive the guest? When the guest is arriving at home, you should have some manners. You should be smiling. Your dress should be proper. You should not be like you should not show faces. You should be happy when the guest is arriving at home. Parents decide many such details in advance and act on them. If everything is decided properly and carried out planned, the party will also be success. If something is left out or if a task is not done, it can spoil the party. For all the work, every work if you see, you should need a management. Management is required to do the work smoothly. The first step is to prepare an outline of how and when work is to be done. There should be proper coordination with the family members. Each person must be assigned the work properly. The work should be divided equally in the house. Like that way, the party will get the event at home will get a great success. It will not get spoiled. And we are sure our parents does everything well planned. Management is necessary even for small functions such as this. How important it is must to be running a school, a town, a district, a state, and the country. Here also, a proper management is required. If you manage your studies properly, you learn better. How can you do this? Create a master schedule. Use an agenda. Set goals for each study section. Start working on assignment early. Make a project plan. Work on one thing at a time. Study properly. By this way, you can manage your studies properly. Students, for your question here, I have the answer. Study the items in your plan. You have lots of subjects to study. Plan each subject. Take enough time to study each subject. Plan the subject accordingly and study accordingly. Do not avoid studying difficult subject. For everyone, Marathi is a difficult subject. Do not avoid it. Or some students do not like maths at all. Do not avoid the subject. Study everything. In fact, finish studying them first. Study always the difficult first subject first and then the easy subject. This is how you can plan your studies. If you have free time, put it to good use by studying. Fix a particular time for playing, watching TV and resting. However, remember to spend only that much time for those activities. Everything is important in your life. You should play, you should watch TV, and you should also rest. You should sleep for 8 hours. So, do not forget to spend and plan your studies according wise. What tasks are necessary for the management of your classroom? The tasks involved in management of the classroom are proper cleaning of classroom and board, availability of chalk and duster, regular writing of good thoughts on the board. Checking these things regularly and maintaining discipline in the classroom are the responsibility of the class monitor or the class students in each class. Has the classroom being cleaned properly? To clean the classroom properly, to do this all tasks, there should be a monitor. The monitor should inform the servant of the school to clean the class properly if there is any dirt. Is there chalk and dust in the classroom? This is the job of the monitor and also the students to see in the class. Every child should be distributed equal work so that there's no burden in one child. Is the board clean? It's the duty of the teacher. After writing on the board should be cleaned. The school management committee consists of parents, teachers, local experts and student representatives. The committee tries to understand the difficulty of parents, students and teachers. It gives guidance to solve these difficulties. The school management committee is formed to run the affairs of the school smoothly. It consists of parents, teachers, representatives of students and the experts. It understands and solves the difficulty of parents, students and the teacher. It prepares school development plan. It ensures regular attendance of students and the teachers. It helps in implementing schemes such as midday meal. In this way, teachers and parents work together through the school commission committee to ensure the all-round development of the students. In school, there's a principal, vice principal, teachers, pupils, servants, and the monitors of the class, and the school head girl and head boy. So there are so many people. This all committee ensure the all development of the students and also the school. Why do accidents occur on the streets? Why must we follow traffic rules? Rules guide us about how to behave in society. Because of rules, we can be sure that everyone will behave in a particular manner. Rules are very important in everywhere, in the society, in the school, in the in the environment, so that everyone behave properly. Why does school always begin at a fixed time? Have you have you wondered about this? That if school begins at a fixed time, why it is so? Why the time is not kept anyhow any time? Let us see the answer. Why is timetable of all the subjects made? If there is no fixed time for school to start, what will happen? Here is the answer for you. Students would come to school and go home whenever they wished. We would not know when to study. If there were no timetable, students would bring the textbook and notebook of all different subjects to school. Students, in your school, you have a proper timing, you have a proper timetable, and this all is done so that every student behave in the same way. They will bring the same books and they will come to the same timing in the school. And this is very necessary. A proper time for school, a proper timetable. Why do vehicles only run on the left side of the road? Students, have you wondered about this thing? Here is a solution for you. Let us see the answer. For example, because we know that everyone will drive the car on the left hand side, we can also drive a car in the same way safely. If we do not know whether the vehicle coming towards us would come from the left or right, we would also get confused. Everywhere the rules are made. Here also, so that accident doesn't occur, the rule is made left hand side. Yes, I know this question would be raised. You must have wondered about these things before. So students, I have cleared all your answers. Hope you don't have any more doubt. The local administration is run by the local government bodies. The local government provides many facilities to the people that is needed. The representatives elected by the people attend to the local needs. The functions of the local government include street lighting, provision for drinking water, schools, hospitals, public parks, and roads. What we have learnt: management is necessary for any work to be done properly. A detailed plan is necessary for group work. If work is carried out according to the plan, it is done smoothly and on time. The school management committee works to ensure the all-round development of children. The local government body provides facilities for the daily needs of people. Students, now let us see the fill in the blanks of the chapter. First, management is necessary to do any work. Coordination must be maintained among the people involved. People elect their representatives to the local government body. State whether the following statements are true or false. First, even if one person makes a mistake, or is lack in his job till the work completed properly? The answer is false. The work gets completed smoothly if all things are done properly. True. The drivers have freedom to drive their car on any side. False. Strike out the wrong words. First, do not avoid studying difficult subjects. So what is a wrong here? Avoid. Put your free time to good use by watching TV, studying. What you have to cross mark? Watching TV. Name the following. Works to ensure the all-round development of the students. Answer is School Management Committee. Provides fundamental framework for governing the country. Students, what is the answer? Constitution. Guide us about how to behave in society. What is the answer? The rules. Answer the following. First, what is the first step in management? Answer. The first step in management is to prepare an outline of how and when the work is to be done. Why are rules made? Answer. Rules are made to ensure that community life can go in smooth and orderly manner. Who runs the local administration? Answer. The local government body runs the local administration. Give reason. Every school has fixed time and timetable. Answer. The students would come to school at the prescribed time. They would bring the required textbook and notebooks according to the given timetable. Therefore, every school has fixed timing and timetable. Students, here is your homework. Let us see what homework you have to do. Obtain information about the school management committee in your school. Students, you have to gather the information about the school. Where is your school located? What all functions are held in your school? What all facilities are there? Is all content you have to prepare. Please write in rough book. Students, I hope you understood the chapter. Thank you.